Hello Ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to an Assassin's Creed Valhalla guide semi-playthrough today. I've been kind of leaving the story alone because you guys have probably seen it all, playing it all now, and just been focusing on guides. But I did want to take a step back from that a little bit and show you, obviously, this. This is Asgard. I'm going to take you through how you can access the Asgard world, how you can complete some of the missions. It's a pretty big place. There's a lot of quests here, so we're going to split it into maybe 2 videos. But here's the beginning of the Asgard adventures. I've cut some of the cutscenes down quite a bit so you can still enjoy the story, so there will be a few playing, but otherwise we're going to get to meet Thor, Loki, Freya, and do just the first part stages of exploring and the first opening mission. Also show you some of the treasures that you're going to need to collect too. When you get to level 3 of your settlement, you should see a mission pop up by the docks. Valka is here and she wants a brand new place to live. She's going to help you obviously transfer to a dream state where you can retrace Odin's footsteps. A few little tips about getting level 3 in the settlements. I found that I was level 2 and you have to upgrade buildings to increase your levels, to progress towards them. And so obviously I went for things like the trading shop, the hunter's shop, but most importantly I went for the Assassin's Bureau, as that opens up another quest line, and the blacksmiths. Some of you guys have been telling me that you prefer getting the horse stables as opposed to the huts for the fishing or the hunters. To be honest, to get to level 3 you're probably going to need to unlock all of them anyway. Unless you've completed a bunch of the story first, where you do get some progress towards your settlement as well when you complete story sections. Mainly you're going to have to just obviously go and do lots of raids, get all the resources. That's because you do need to upgrade the Seer's Hut before you can actually take part in the brand new area. As you saw, 800 resources and 60 raw resources, so yeah, quite a bit. Somewhat annoyingly, once you've got the hut set up, you're going to have to go and get some thistle. Now chances are you've probably got it. It grows all around Ravensthorpe. Particularly go and look near the lake or the little pond. The classic cave hiding beneath the waterfall has got all of this iron ore and the thistle that you need. You just need to bring an explosive jar and throw it against the barricade blocking it. Knock back the potion and you will suddenly decide you need to have a little nappy poos, and this is how we're going to transport ourselves to Asgard. So you need to be level 90, it says, for Asgard. I was like level 72. I reckon you could be a bit lower than that, maybe for anywhere from between 50 and 90. You will fight lots of the ice giants, and they're going to be the main bad guys in this, and there's going to be lots of interactions with gods like Thor, Loki and Freya and stuff. So I'm going to drop you into it a little bit now in terms of story and just me playing it, and then we'll come back when we need some help with some of the next things you've got to do. It's pretty. It's got the rainbow road. Yeah, this is Asgard. Or is it? Damn, I want to do a drop off of that one, that's for sure. Do a nice eagle jump. Oh yeah. And here we go. I'm not dressed as
The prophecies of the Nornir are as clear as daylight. The Aesir are doomed. All Asgard is doomed. Repeat the last passage.
Brothers will fight one another and kill one another.
The home of the gods turns red with gore.
It will be an age of storms.
An age of wolves.
Not this. Further along. The foretelling of a wolf. A great beast.
The wolf Fenrir howls
yes.
terribly before the gates to hell.
him.
The beast will break its bonds and run.
And my part. What about me?
Then comes the second great sorrow.
When the Havi goes to fight the wolf.
And falls to Fenrir.
And falls to Fenrir. It's there, you see? You have foretold my death. Your Havi will die.
We speak what we see.
We know your fate. Your destiny.
Have you gleaned enough, O wise one?
So these 3 are like, I think we end up having to kill them, or some creatures similar, like witches. Don't really feel like too many witches here. But obviously I'm meant to be Odin. Let's go with fate can be altered.
You three spin our destinies as a thread in fabric. but threads may be unraveled by snags and catches.
Not all can be foreseen, but loose threads can be rewoven or restrung. At day's end, the tapestry will be preserved.
I am no string to be plucked or tied. I am the High One, the Lord of Ecstasy, the enemy of the wolf. I am eternal.
It's interesting as well they kept Ivor's character model and voice and didn't like transport you to Odin himself.
Riddled words only cloud my thoughts. The storm is brewing, not in the clouds but down below. Does our final battle draw near? Is this how Ragnarok begins?
Ragnarok. That'll be the sequel. I haven't done one for such a long time. Oh yeah. It is, this is a fully explorable place. Oh yeah. Whoop whoop. There you go, did it. I'll try it. Whoa! And we jump into the water. Fair enough.
We must devise a strategy to deal with these invaders, Thor. You cannot smash your way out of certain death.
Who is balls? We are Asgardians. We don't skulk around like elves. We fight!
Yeah!
Fighting. For our homes, for our people. But some problems can't be solved with the hard end of a hammer.
Name one.
Many Aesir have been sent to the four corners of Asgard, leaving we four to defend the Great Hall.
Havi, lend me a score of your warriors and I will lead them into Jotunheim myself.
We cannot afford such a loss. The Einherjar must hold back to defend our city.
I would bring them here, to hold the Great Hall itself. This invasion is too large to spread ourselves around.
All this prattle
Definitely some
solves
like
nothing.
reuse of voices here.
Battle or death!
Silence! All of you! We will take the fight to the enemy before they cross the Bifrost.
Well said, Ravenfeeder. Name those who may fight beside you.
Oh, do I get to choose? I'm making my own super team. Taya, 3. We've got to go with 4, right?
I need only one. You, Thor, Lord of Thunder. Together we will cripple the enemy before they grow too bold.
Rouse every warrior who can hold axe or hammer. We're hunting Jotnar heads!
Yeah!
More invaders! They gather at the Bifrost Bridge! Where's Loki? He should be guarding that door.
Warn the others.
Oh, of course.
The fight begins.
Einherjar! Here is the battle you died to attain! For Havi and for Asgard!
So here we go. Now it looks pretty relatively small, but it still looks like obviously it's got a load of loot. I'm interested to see what kind of loot we'll get here. So this next section I ended up having to do about 2 or 3 times because I kept getting killed and it kept resetting me back to this point where I have to run across the bridge and then fight some bad guys. So yeah, just avoid all the enemies on the bridge and I'll go through that right now as well. So I must have took about 20 million pictures as well while I was going across the Rainbow Bridge. But yeah, basically there's loads of enemies on the bridge. You don't have to actually have a battle with them. They'll just keep respawning, they'll mostly be fighting your troops, your friends, your allies. So all you've got to do is just keep running all the way across the actual Rainbow Bridge itself. If you want to just get some practice in with some different weapons, this might not be a bad place to do it. Now these normal grunts pretty much only take 1 or 2 hits with my axes. You've got a few elite types there. They're a little bit harder to kill, but otherwise you should be okay getting across. Just run all the way through them. Don't bother trying to help anyone out. Looks like you're in trouble here until God of Thunder himself appears, and I absolutely wanted to try and take a picture of it. Thor pretty much bugs out quite a bit. There's a particular type of enemy that's going to be really tough to beat, and I found them quite challenging. Kind of similar to like a Zealot, much higher level than you. So you can come up here, there'll still be normal kind of enemies as well to make it even more complicated. Fingers crossed, Thor will pull his finger out, or his hammer, and actually start defeating some of the small enemies. But you can see the big guy there with the Bifrost style, huge, massive spear. He's the killer. So go and help some of your friends out, so that Thor is basically going to be free. If you kill these a little bit, they'll stop respawning for a few seconds, but once you start fighting the big guy, they will eventually start respawning. Like I said, this was maybe the third attempt I've done it, because when you die, you put all the way back at the beginning of the Rainbow Road, or Rainbow Bridge. I found out that Thor this time actually did pull his hammer out, and he did take care of the boss guy. Mostly, I didn't really have to do much. It's almost like I was getting in the way of him actually fighting him. So yeah, big shout out to Thor on this one, finally doing his job. Once he's taken care of, you then realise you've just got to shut the door. That's all you need to do. And like I said, be careful, because enemies will start respawning. Even that big guy will suddenly appear. But yeah, once you've got through at least once, you can get to the door, and then you just got to push and hold it. It takes quite a while to push the door open, so I'm guessing the idea is you've got to maybe defend yourself against enemies too. So once the door's completely sealed shut, that is the immediate danger done with for now. Now all of a sudden, Loki is here.
Harvey, I found this one lurking in the shade, shying from battle. Shall I extract some teeth to get him talking? Or pluck out an eye?
You were told to guard this portal, Loki. What happened?
The portal opened and these soldiers came bleeding through. So I sent warning straight away. And I captured this one, the soggy-jowled sheep herder.
I was a little bit disappointed with how Loki actually looked. Felt like they could have made him look even more mischievous and stuff. But yeah, there's a few surprises in store. This guy is known as the Builder.
I work with stone, wood, metals, whatever is at hand. And I finish by infusing my work with subtle charms and wishes.
He basically proposes that he will help you build defences against the giants in exchange for something a little later on. What he's going to need is some of the life water from the well, and this is something that's pretty crucial and important. Loki, for some reason, really wants to go there himself, doesn't want you going to get the water, so that seems suspicious. And this builder dude is definitely suspicious too.
I will go to the well. You must find this builder a clearing for his display.
Now, something I missed out on here is that there can be a choice for you to go back to the rest of England, and you can do these dream states anytime you want. In the menu options, there will be a little symbol, and you simply click on that. Instead of pressing the Y button, which reveals the world map, which wasn't working for me, you do have to click on the little symbol that's on the map. I didn't realise this until I started editing this video. That's what had happened. I literally had to complete or go through all of this map or world before I realised that I could actually go back to England anytime I wanted. So if you do want to take a break, you just want to go back to doing something else, you can do so and return. Right, well there we go. That is like the first stage of this story, and now we've got the whole of Asgard where we can go and kind of explore and stuff. I mean, it's relatively small. So I reckon we could probably just go rattle through some of these. Let's go and get this actual magic and stuff that's here. There are mysteries and world events to go and do. You'll meet characters and do certain little quests for them. Nothing too exhaustive, and there is lots of treasures to be got. And the loot, Yma's Tear Stone. Okay. So what do we do with these things?
No, that's new leather.
So you actually need to collect 30 of these. Again, it's a bit of a side quest, and when you've got enough, you're going to bring them to Yma's altar here, and hopefully you'll get some nice reward from it. I'm going to have a separate guide for that one to show you exactly what you get in terms of how many and how easy it is to get them all, and probably show you all the locations of them, or any that are really difficult. I mean, it's not that hard to go through it, but some of them are hidden underwater or in little caves, etc. Best advice from this is make sure when you shut the door, you just go and do the mission stuff first, the quest stuff, if you want to get through this pretty quickly, and then go and explore the rest of Asgard and go and get all the tear stones if you want, because that way you'll open up fast travel places. Unlike proper fast travel, there are little teleportation stones that will teleport back to the previous one that you found, and it doesn't really give you a choice in how you teleport, so it was quite annoying, but it is a quick way to get around. Otherwise, you can also summon this guy.
defeated!
Yeah, we've got ourselves a magical reindeer to use as our mount. Gone is your horse or your wolf. Here is what you're going to be using. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, there's a few of them tiers scattered around Heimdall's Tower. Also, you'll find a boat on the coastline just sort of below you, obviously. And if you go across this little island here, you'll meet a mystery or world event character.
Your drunken laments ripple through Asgard. What has brought you to this state?
I have a beautiful beach home in Noitun. But is it enough to make Skadi happy? No. She wants us to freeze up in the fucking mountains.
Whoa.
She is Jotun. You should have known this before you married her.
She chose me.
So you pretty much have to ferry him across the water, and that is that one done. You'll complete that world quest. Just a little one, FYI. Don't actually take him to Heimdall's Tower. Use the ship, use the raft to go all the way across the water back to the mainland of Asgard. In fact, go round to the right hand side and pretty much go towards the next mission marker, as there's a kind of river that goes that way. It's a bit quicker than doing all this, unless you do want to go and revisit some of the stuff in Asgard and maybe go and get some more of the tiers. There's quite a few of them there, obviously, so yeah, it's going to take a while. You can see as well, Heimdall's Tower is where you've got to fast travel to return back to normal planet Earth and England. And that is it for part 1 of my Asgard sort of playthrough / guide. In part 2, we're going to be fighting Fenrix, the wolf. Going to be showing you a puzzle, how to get the well water, and we're going to see what's going on with Loki and why he's been so acting weird about us going and getting this water, and what's going on with the builder too. Hope you like this new style I'm doing. If you do, let me know. If you don't, let me know. If you want more distinct guides, I may come up and do them as well anyway. But just for now, I thought I'd show you how I'm actually enjoying the game and not just doing guides. I will see you right back for more Assassin's Creed Valhalla very soon. Bye-bye.